Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Talking Wild Black podcast. I'm here with my co-host, John Norris,
We back.
Joe Thomas.
What's goody?
Chuck couldn't make it today, but
Life be life.
life be life, and big up to Chuck. Shout out to Chuck. He's doing his thing. But how was you guys' week?
It was cool. It was pretty chill. No complaints.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
How was the trip, gentlemen?
My week was marvelous until
it was chill.
9 p.m. Friday. And I realized I had to return.
Yeah, yeah. Works tomorrow, stuff like that. I still have to unpack for real.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. That shit probably go sit in your suitcase for a week and a half.
I'm gonna try and unpack because
how I
most of the
normally
stuff
do be.
is clean.
That's how I be like, well, I got clean clothes in there. Then after a while, they all deplete, and now they all get washed again.
But it was cool. It was hot. It was stupid
Dude.
hot. Like even though the day's nicer in the 80s, like down there, like it felt like we was getting attacked by the heat.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, we went to the mall one day, and we got out the car, and you literally heard Batman sound effects of the heat slapping you.
The heat
Like-
was like smack, smack, smack,
Pow, bang,
pow.
dude, it was
He
crazy,
was out there slap boxing. Huh?
bruh.
Yeah.
And you just ain't got no defenses. Like you turn your face this way, oh damn,
Another one.
slap you in the neck.
Bruh, it was crazy hot for real.
It was fun though, man. We had a good time. We played Uno. It did not get violent.
Oh yeah, I won the Uno.
Something, right?
I won the Uno.
You get real in Uno.
We played the regular Uno, no hood rules, nothing like that. No
He had triple up and all that.
Bruh, no. Regular Uno rules.
That's when people get mad. That's when people get mad.
Only pick up
Like-
one card if you don't have the card in the next
Right.
turn. Not keep picking up till you have a
Right.
color. Regular Uno, guys. The rules.
Man, we had
It's
a
okay
couple.
to play regular Uno.
Right.
It is
And then
okay.
it's funny that we did all that, and then like the day before we left, we got the Uno thing. Or yesterday, I got the thing reporting that the creator of Uno came out and said you can't draw twos on top of each other.
Yeah, but that post was funny, but it says the creator of Uno is wrong. Those know his rules. Right, bruh. No. That was never a thing.
Uno is supposed to be the most like nicest family game, bro, but it
It
always
never
turns
is.
into
Bruh, no.
people take it so personal. Like,
Every time we play, if somebody put that first skip down or draw two.
oh, it was fun, right? Yeah, everybody, yep. We was instigating the hell out at that table, though. Like,
Yeah, that's funny.
thought we was cool.
I was like, damn, like some first
That
blood,
was
I
funny,
guess.
right? That was fun, though. We had a good time on that.
Warm
The
blood.
pool was cool. I only got in a couple times.
I really like the theater room. That theater
Yeah,
room
the
was
theater
so much
room
better
was
than the other
so
house.
yeah, and it was so relaxing.
Yeah.
I just went in there to chill out a couple times, not put nothing on. But it was pretty cool, man. Just super hot.
That's how I watch all my shows. I missed in the week, just watching the theater room. For real. But we have a lot of topics to get to. Not enough time. First up, Quavo releases solo album Rocket Power. So me and John listened to it in a car ride to get some food. It was cool. My favorite song is Patty Cake, and Takeoff is on there.
Yeah,
For real.
for sure. It was too short though.
Yeah, that's what the thing. Like a lot of songs are just way, way too short. But I think that's just Quavo's thing.
One of Quavo's best songs was "Mama Told Me," and it was Jared was like, "Damn, that's over," because like the next song started playing, like that was quick, and I'm like, well, the way I think of it is, you gotta think, man, during like almost his whole career of making music, he's had two other people, so you gotta think now. Now I gotta carry a song by myself. He never really was the hook. Oh, he was the hook guy, but you got to carry a song by yourself now. I mean, it just is. You used to doing the one verse and doing some ad libs,
Right.
maybe the hook, and that's it. You know, that's kind of hard to adjust to.
Right.
You know, like in the end, plus all he going through or whatever. I mean, it had to be tough making this album though. Like, shout out to the people that stood with him and helped him out with some features and stuff. Future had 2 songs on there. He was a part of 2 songs. He did his thing. Yeah, I thought I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think Jared said a 5.
I give it about a 5. real.
I thought it was
didn't even know
pretty good.
gonna drop.
It's just, even if Offset would have been on a few songs, I think it would have made it even better. But
Yeah, Offset is not on.
he's not on there
songs.
at all. I was actually
That's
surprised.
believable.
I was
I know
kind of
it's
surprised because they
believable, but it's
supposed to.
sad.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's just, you know. I
And
hope
then,
whatever
the
happens-
reported track list for his stuff, Quavo's not on none of his either. So
Yeah.
that's really sucks.
But hopefully, you know, Offset would deliver a better album. I think he would because
He's
his solo
right.
album was actually pretty cool.
The best out of the three.
for real. Even though I still really like Takeoff's
Yeah, I
album
did too.
Last Rocket. But yeah, he probably had the most cohesive album out of them when they all dropped their little solo albums before. So, but yeah, man. I don't know. There's nothing. Like I said, I just keep going back to Patty Cake. That's it. For real. Moving on. So Usher released the visuals for the Boyfriend video, and guess who's in the video? Keke Palmer.
Kiki.
So this had the internet up in an uproar, or just like more debates going back to this, things of this
I
nature.
thought it was over.
Right, I thought it was over,
Like,
but it's like, haha, it's part 2. You know,
Boondocks is right again.
low key.
Like Usher.
I keep saying this, but I wish
Savage.
the Boondocks was back so they could talk about this Carly Russell situation,
swear,
this Montgomery brawl, and then even this
God.
Usher situation.
It will be so goated, bro.
But you want to know something? They already did.
They already did Usher, but it's gonna be like, you know how they brought Steve Mirror back? It would be a part 2. It definitely was gonna be.
They already did. They already did this chair shit. You remember the episode where they just threw a chair up in the air?
Yeah.
I'm mad.
I'm mad, everybody.
And granted, you know, some other stuff behind it, but
Yeah.
yeah, you're right about that though.
I wish the Boondocks was here. Because people like, you know, you still got like, you know, South Park. And South Park, funny as fuck still.
Right.
But to talk about black culture and then
Yeah, it's just not.
to, I guess you say, make it satirical
Yeah.
about it, Boondocks all day. Like, for real. That's all it is. But yeah, Usher, going back to Usher. I don't know. A lot of people in the uproar are saying, like, you know, good for Keke doing this. Some people saying it's petty, it's corny. Some people just think it's funny, things of that nature. I honestly think, like, it's petty, and I do think it's kind of corny because it's just like, what else, you know, you want to do to this guy? Or it could just be a publicity stuff for all of them to get money. Who knows? Who knows? But you already released a song, and you already got shirts about this nigga. Now you appear in Usher's video and things of this nature, being petty. I don't know.
So either two things going on for me. First thing, like you said, is probably publicity stuff for everybody to get their bag up. Or the second one, how do I say this? Let me just slip my mind just that fast. Shame on me. But the publicity stunt does sound very realistic. Or the other one could be, you know, they had some issues deeper than this.
Yeah, that's what you said.
And it is what it is at the end of the day. You know, their business is their business. I just find it funny, you know, that, you know, she isn't getting a lot of backlash from this. It's like, usually when the shoe's on the other foot, they're telling us, man, you know, we can't move like that. And here we are moving like this. And we just try our best to be better human beings to each other. We won't be going through none of this shit.
Right.
But yeah, it's probably some shit way deeper than this because, you know, ain't no woman just going to come out well. Can't say that nowadays no more. But I was about to say, like, ain't nobody just about to come out here and just be that level petty.
Right.
But you never know nowadays.
Right.
But I haven't been putting too much energy into it because ain't none of this really bothering me any. Shit's weird.
Yeah. Like I said, like, I haven't been too much into it. I do think it's corny and petty, but I'm not like people, you know how people be on the internet saying like this, oh, you just wanted Keke to just be like miserable and stuff. That's why y'all mad. Or people just outright mad.
That's a crazy line. Like,
who said
miserable, that's the crazy spectrum though. You're either miserable or you being the petty. It's like
Right.
that's the
wasn't like a couple years ago we was praising Omarion for being unbothered? Why can't Keke be unbothered? And then who said we wanted to see her miserable? Just like she did what she did. Like I said, she already had the
When we
song.
stop moving out of revenge and just moving to be a better version of ourselves,
we become better as a society.
Right.
Yes, I agree. And that's my biggest thing is, man. Why do everything? These people have no iota, not one iota of anything to do with your life. Mm-hmm. Like, why do we take everything and turn it into a black man versus black woman thing?
Right.
Like, can we just stop?
Yeah.
Like, I ask y'all to breathe. Go outside.
Touch grass.
Take your shoes off.
Yeah, right.
Take your socks
Most
off. Feel the earth.
Feel like a kid again. Like, dude, like, go breathe. Like, Jesus Christ. Stop trying to put trauma on everybody else. Mm-hmm. We need to freaking get into therapy, do whatever we got to do to figure out, because right now, we're never going to heal. We're never going to grow. Everything we gaslight somebody with, everybody else's situation has nothing to do with you. Mm-hmm. I was, like you said, I thought it was done. I had no energy put into it. Then here we go again. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Here we go.
But I still put no energy into it, but for my people's sake. Yeah. This is talking about black. We care about y'all. Mm-hmm. Can y'all please help yourself? Mm-hmm. Like, and these people with celebrities, they go make their bag, and they're going to move on.
Right.
And we're going to be sitting here fighting one another about what?
Yeah.
Like,
what they say, Beyonce, she always make those anthems for the ladies, but she up here been married, got like 3 kids and stuff like that.
And I let you know something.
It's called entertainment.
It's funny because Cardi B did the same shit.
Yep.
I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring. I'm keeping the fuck up. Yeah. Clean up, little baby mess, little culture mess.
Right. Hey,
and we gotta be
called entertainment, right? We gotta learn how to separate entertainment.
They know what sells,
right? We gotta learn how to separate entertainment from real life.
That's true too.
Let's stop taking our relationship advice from 40,000 women or men that we don't know. Mm-hmm. Let's stop taking our life advice from people that have no idea what you have no idea what they are, who they are, what they going through. We don't even know if that's a man or a woman on the other side of that profile.
Mm-hmm.
That part.
That's true.
I mean, come on. We don't know if they're black.
We don't even know if it's actually them running their social media.
Right.
For real. It could just be some assistant or some intern.
Yep. Me and Jared talked about that a while ago. We don't even know if these people are black. Mm-hmm. T brings that up all the time to me. Like I don't even know if these are really black women.
Yeah. Or
a black
bots.
man.
That's what
or it's just a bot, or it's just somebody
right.
else that's not even a part of your culture want to see chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like, we got to learn, like, man, let's unite and stop going through the dumb stuff, man.
Right. Definitely got to stop going through this dumb stuff. Just got to say, man, just stop paying attention to these celebrities. I mean, yeah, stop making them just like your personality, these celebrities, and what they say and what they do. Like, it's fun to talk about music, entertainment,
it's funny,
news.
Yeah, it's
funny,
that's what
it's jokes, but don't let it be like your lifestyle,
right?
Like all you have to talk about, or just or let it dictate your thinking, things of that nature.
Programming.
Speaking of who's being programmed, Drake has come out with another ridiculous hairdo. He kind of remind me. Speaking of Boondocks, he kind of remind me of Thugnificent from Boondocks.
Right.
Yes. You just mad that your ass is old.
Facts. You hit it right on the head, bro. With the crazy part is
the FUBU shirt.
With the FUBU shirt and the Doug Funny shoes,
with
bro.
The FUBU
the
shirt.
Doug Funny shoes is what got me though. Like,
Drake, you're a very unserious person.
But you wanna know something? Yeah.
I feel like he's serious.
That's the game. That's what I was about to say. That's the game. He's serious as fuck. And he's okay with this.
Shout out to you, Drake, man. Your tour making millions.
Drake has become actual Drake.
It was
like when he first started.
It was the highest tour, grossing tour, but Beyonce killed that shit immediately.
I mean, what do you expect?
Right.
But hey,
one thing about it. There's one thing women gonna pay more for than Drake, and that's Beyonce.
Damn. Yeah.
Shout out to Beyonce, man. She did 3 nights in Atlanta. I just kept seeing that shit.
That's crazy.
To
do 3 nights in one city is wow.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
You didn't stop once in Cleveland, though, this time.
Right.
You didn't stop anywhere in Ohio, Beyonce.
At all?
Detroit. No.
Not in Columbus either?
Not in Columbus. No.
Oh, wow. I never.
And then she was going to go to Pittsburgh, but she
they still the kids up here.
Still the kids.
It's a drive too high. This shit ain't gonna be seen 20
I think
foot
it's
from a
something with
Kia.
the stadium. I don't know. Maybe something with the Cleveland
Maybe if we
Stadium.
had a dome,
Or maybe because our weather is too unpredictable. That's what I'm saying. Because Detroit has
a big
dome.
enough place.
No, stadium pretty big.
Our stadium's tough.
It is.
I mean, it's huge, but I'm saying
Yeah, it probably needs.
it's
to
weather permitting though.
It's always going to be weather permitting. That's
So,
why I think like the
It has
last
been
tour.
monsoon season for some reason all summer.
I don't know. The last tour she did, we was her first stop. We opened up her tour.
That's cool though.
But like this time, yeah.
At least she comes here. It ain't like people don't. No, most
Jay-Z
people
always
don't
come
even
here too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most people don't come.
But yeah, Drake, you're very unserious but being serious. You know, that's all you had to
I
say.
hope you find something to do with that humongous bra.
Right.
So, Gunplay has been arrested
Jeez.
on
Wow.
assault charges and child endangerment or abuse because apparently he pointed a gun at his wife holding her like 6-month-old or something like that. I don't
That was a
know.
while ago, didn't it?
I was just trying to like Google search or something like that. He got a lot of different cases.
Oh, so this isn't the first time.
Yeah,
Honestly.
of him pointing guns.
Oh.
No, well, not his one, but just pointing guns at people. He has a problem with pointing. He got that thing, the tool at people. You know.
Ooh, and my people. Once you get that bag, you gotta move different.
Man, facts.
Yeah, you gotta go get that therapy you've been
Need
running
it,
away
bro.
from. Like,
Right.
if you want to keep that money in your pocket, cause you can't be doing shit like that with money in your pocket, like an abundance of money. Cause now
Man,
look,
you need, yeah. But you can't be pointing a firearm at your
Wife.
wife and your kid, bro.
Mother of
Like,
your
something,
child.
yeah, you need
Come on,
therapy
bro.
or something that's going on, my guy.
Yeah,
Like,
so
I don't know what the story is, but man, it shouldn't come to that point.
he's charged with a deadly weapon,
That's
assault with a
scary.
deadly weapon, false imprisonment, and child abuse. His wife is saying that she has restraining order and plans to file for divorce.
Oh, it's pretty serious.
Yeah.
done.
Dang.
Go get that help before it's too late for you, my guy.
Yeah, for real. Like, why are you pointing a gun at your wife?
And
Or
your kid.
child? Yeah, you definitely. That's definitely wild. For real. That just reminded us of when you were used to stay at, and the dude shot his gun at the car with his baby mama, and the baby was
Oh
inside.
yeah, no, apartment.
Like, why
yeah.
would you do that?
That's wild.
Why?
Right.
Like your anger is something serious, bro. Like that needs to be dealt with. That's crazy.
People deal with a lot of demons, bro. You need help, man.
You need to heal. Like,
For real.
Gunplay, like everybody said, man, you get you some help, man. For real. Like I said, it's not your first time pointing your gun at somebody. Why you even feel the need to keep pointing your gun at people? You
Right.
know, get your point across, and if that don't happen, hey, you know, it's life.
Yeah, right. We need to learn the action of walking away.
We can't let our emotions
Right.
take control of us, you know. For real. Facts. So rapper Magoo died at the age of 50. We're not sure of how he died yet. But you know, rest in peace to him. Because you don't know, he was famous for being with Timberland, and they released their classic album, I guess you could say, Magoo and Timberland, back in like probably 97.
Yeah.
Album release.
Sounds right.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to Magoo.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. You was part of a era, bruh.
He was.
Like that whole Virginia movement is very understated. What they really meant to hip hop, bro, and the evolution of hip hop.
That's true.
Like Pharrell, the Neptunes, Timberland, Magoo,
Missy.
and number one Missy Elliott.
Right.
I mean, they meant a huge thing, and then they did a lot with Aaliyah. I mean, and that's what I think of, you know, right away is dang, man, that was such a group of people that was just amazing.
They did
We
that
still,
with
you know,
engine.
there's still some of them are still around, but damn, you know, that was a
Rest in
huge point in
peace.
my childhood. Like,
Yeah, that little set, that clip that they had, that it was pretty. It was
Yeah.
pretty tough. Pretty dope.
the
for
truth.
real, You know. But yeah, rest in peace, Magoo, man. So the record label seems to just be manufacturing just certain types of like artists now. We just keep pushing them out every year.
Is it really now?
It's not now. You can say it's always, but I feel I guess like you could say
It's more blatant.
Blatant. It's seriously blatant now, for real. Because shout out to Sexy Red getting that bag. Nobody's saying she's getting that bag.
You cannot rap. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she can't rap. But get that bag.
I'm proud that you're a black woman because I'm all about culture. Get your money. I'm not even, but if we're just talking about the quality, like, I like bars. Like,
the quality of music is very
Meg Thee Stallion, before she got, very popular, I was fucking with her bars. Mm-hmm. Like, shoot, even if we just talk about Glorilla, like, Glorilla be spit low key with her little toxic ass. Sexy Red, you sexy, but them bars is not hitting. Mm-hmm. Them bars is not hitting.
Yeah. And you could say it's happened on the male side of rap too.
It definitely does.
These drugged out emo dudes.
But the bars be hitting.
Not all the time.
I'm just saying,
not the emo
trap. What I'm saying with a lot of these trap rappers.
I'm talking about emo trap. So like Uzi Vert, Trippie Redd, dudes like that they keep spinning out.
Fair enough.
Shout out to Trippie. I try to go behind you because
I be trying.
Ohio boy,
yeah.
but I just.
But I ain't gonna lie. Uzi Vert, he probably like the top of that.
He is
that category because he knows how to make he knows how to make some stuff go viral.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I'm just not feeling the bars from Sexy Red.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not hating. I just like bars.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you talking about, give me bars.
And I get people saying you just don't want women to have fun, but it's like no, you can make fun music.
No, really. I mean, come on, we gonna say that, man. Right. If anybody ever listen to our show, anybody gets to smoke,
bruh.
I don't care, male, female, whatever gender you subscribe to. If you hope bars is trash or your music trash, you gets to smoke. It's not, or
even before that, Trina used to be spitting, and she used to talk that. Foul,
but
nasty,
she was right.
Freaky stuff, but she used to be spitting. Like, come on now. We also have
Lil'
Kim,
right.
Foxy Brown, Eve. Nobody's dissing Eve.
Right.
Nobody's like, oh.
All I'm saying is be barred up when you gonna talk that raunchy shit.
Yeah. Even though it do seem like who got the wettest pussy now or whatever, who can pay for this, but like.
But some.
I mean,
Lotto be sliding like Cardi B. What's that song?
Sliding though.
Yeah.
What she said? Big bag busting out the Bentley Bentayga Barcelini Barty back. Like that shit was tough.
That takes skills.
That shit was tough.
Is that was on WAP or not? Up if it's stuck.
Ain't that the same song?
No.
I mean, well, no, but she be at the bars, bro.
The record label manufacturer.
The song she got, the new song.
Brings us back to our first point.
The new song with Offset, jealousy or whatever.
Like
she go in on that.
Nobody's talking about Lotto.
Her first song, Lotto go in.
She be barred up.
Be out the plastic. I'm feeling brand new.
She be barred up.
Like, and she be talking that thigh shit.
Yeah, her delivery, right? Everything, yeah.
For real,
she was just went viral. What was that shit with my man? Thank you so much.
The craziest part, I thought that was a song, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I looked it up because I'm like, okay, I've never heard anything other than that part. It's literally just her acceptance speech at the BET Awards.
That was Lotto?
Yes, at the BET Awards, and somebody just remixed it.
Wow!
Shout out to you, whoever remixed it.
Right,
but on their
gave a whole new TikTok trend.
And we made like the wrongs Pound Town. Like that shit is.
Yeah, that's the worst song she has.
Actually, where the hoes at? That shit actually tough though. Where the hoes?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Like my pussy pink, my booty hole brown, like that's not it.
Yeah.
Like you got Glorilla, she already let you know she was in those special classes with my man today, back outside the mall, like she sliding on these shits, like.
Oh, bro, when she said Gorilla's tweeted out stuff like, I barely have any friends or something like that. I was only in the class with 5 people.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Bruh.
Hey, it was like, one
thing I can appreciate is genuine honesty.
Yeah, true.
Like unfiltered,
yeah,
unadulterated, just honesty. Like,
yeah, true.
She keeping it a bean, like she ain't being, whatever about it, but kept it real.
But Sexy Red and Suki they got a song together. That shit trash.
And you know
And I
what?
feel
Just because I want people to know we're not biased, NLE Chopper. What the hell was that song you just made?
That remix he did from Nelly's Hot
Yes.
Here.
Yeah.
What was that?
So if y'all been listening to the podcast, y'all know I feel a way about people taking these goated tracks and turning them into slop wop McAss.
You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna I've been waiting so long. I want to put a hole in this check. Like, what? How I go from shaking that to kill people?
Right.
I've been having a little bit of respect for NLE because from what it seems, he's been trying to get his life together.
Yeah.
But then you come out with this nonsense, and I fucks with NLE Chopper.
Yeah, and you had the nerve to have a Band-Aid, the backward jersey. Like, if you know you go this song, you have to
let it just air. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Shout out to him though for having his son. You want to know his name?
Bruh.
Chosen Juan Deshaun Potts. That's his name.
Wait, backtrack.
Chosen.
C, capital C, H-O, capital Z-E-N. Juan, capital W-O-N-E.
That's his first name.
Yes.
Chosen Juan.
Deshaun Potts.
Middle name Deshaun. That's the most normal
part of
it. In that
Basically, it's Chosen Juan.
Chosen Juan.
Deshaun Potts.
What's next up on the top?
That's what I said. Yo, I got pissed off when I saw that day. I threw my phone.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't even put energy into that because it's just gonna make me frustrated. What's next up on the top?
I ain't gonna lie, man. When Kirk Franklin had to come out and say, "Can we please just go back to normal names?" I ain't gonna lie. I died.
We were in a safe place.
What?
We were in a safe place when we had DeAndres,
Right.
D'Angelo's. What's next up there for?
The market store up.
Hip Hop's 50th anniversary is this year. You know, shout out to the hip hop and the celebration that's going to be coming along, man. One fact I didn't know about was actually a lot of Jamaicans had hand.
Yes, sir.
Help started the sound of hip hop. Like
So,
a lot of Jamaicans
if I can just
in the New York area.
If I can just be honest, I just want to say shout out to black people
Yeah.
and shout out our relationship with music.
That's true.
Call it what you want.
Yes.
The black
He said it. Yes, said it a long time.
The black influence has been prominent in music
In the world.
since music has touched down to America. If not the earliest in America, jazz.
Jazz and blues.
Oh, well, rhythm and blues, yeah, you're right about that. I kind of put that in the same. Yeah, I was kind of saying, anyway, but
They also have that
rhythm and
bluegrass, folk
blues,
music.
like music in general in America
Right.
has been just like everything else has been brought off the backs of black people. Like
Rock and
even
roll.
music in general, if you ask me, I'm a firm believer everybody came from Africa.
Yeah.
Them drums, you just find something to put your hands on and beat on, make a beat. Like just shout out to. Y'all know music is, has a special place in my heart. And just shout out to us for curating this to people wanting to emulate and make different versions of what we do. Like from rhythm and blues, you got jazz, pop music. That's just that's just
Whatever
chopped
popular.
down for popular music.
Yeah.
Right.
And we were doing that. We're still doing that. Like we call it hip hop and rap, or R&B. But if you want to be honest, shoot, that's all pop music because it's popular music, the most popular music. You feel me?
For real, it is.
And I just for this to be the 50-year anniversary, shout out to hip hop. Hip hop has a special place in my heart. I love rap. I love when people be spitting. Love me some good bars. So yeah.
Yeah, shout out to hip hop and shout out to black culture, man, because without any of that, there would be no talking about black. Without many debates that we had about music, about albums, even, basketball, whatever. The black culture, just in general, bro, shout out to y'all, man. And let's elevate it, man. Let's not listen to what people saying that it's going downhill. Let's elevate it, keep it going. And, man, like he said, man, we absolutely love music here. We absolutely love our culture. And, man, we wouldn't have it no other way, man. Keep doing what y'all do. Shout out to all the pioneers, man. And let's just keep evolving this thing, man. Shout out to all the greats that, came before and the greats that's going to come up after, man, bro. But like Joe said, man, Afro beats taking over. Everything is originated there. It's just in us to have music, man, to love you. Our music, you get every single emotion that you can think of out of our music, bro. Mm-hmm. And I'm just so proud and I'm happy that, we able to celebrate 50 years of it, bro. Like, yeah, that's amazing.
That's definitely amazing too, for real. Because it's like as much as hip hop had went through, to people just think just have this off-putted opinion that it's not real music or people are just not musically inclined in hip hop.
Dudes are just talking,
just talking and stuff. Last 50 years, bro. Most popular music genre now.
Facts.
Right. People just talking, but have you ever tried to make a song?
Music.
Yeah.
It's been the most popular music. They're just not actually
looking at the data because we're streaming and stuff.
Right.
So, yeah.
What's next up?
So James Harden wants out of the 76ers. He was over in China just trying to sell his wine, and then he just came out and said, Daryl Morey is a liar and not to be trusted.
And I would never play for an organization.
Oh yeah, he's
in charge.
Yeah, I would never play for an organization that he's in charge of. Like, bruh, this shit just was wild. I woke up like when we was on a trip in Florida. Like, what the hell, James Harden tripping? I just saw
he took a Rambo style flamethrower to that bridge. Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, he really trying to get out of there, but they gonna be like, haha, nah.
Yeah, could they hit him with that? That'd be wild.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they kind of already are, but
he still has to suit up and go to training camp and stuff like that.
In positions like this with star players, only star players, and unfortunately, that's just the way of the
name of the game. That's how it goes. Way of the world. That's how the world.
the law of the world. But if you have a disgruntled star, just get rid of them. Why put yourself through that? No, we're not trading. We still expect you to do X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. All right. If I choose not to, we both shooting ourselves in the foot. And then what? Mm-hmm. All right, I'll play and then I'll walk for free. And then what? Mm-hmm. Like, these political politics, these little stupid things, it's just been stupid to me. I don't know if this is a good thing or bad thing, but for me, like, James Harden saying this and then the NBA, like, you know what? Let's figure out why he's so upset about this.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, shit. Right. Telling on y'all these backdoor deals about to come shoot y'all shells in the foot, but
why do you think James Harden's unhappy? Because this is like
is why.
Is this his third team in 4 years?
The rumor has it when he first came to Philly, Daryl Morey was the GM. It was the newly appointed GM, and he was pretty much like, look, you take a pay cut now, I'm gonna hit you on the back end, James, so we can get some more players and help us win a ring. James Harden was like, all right, cool. This year happens, everybody underperforms. So, with those backdoor deals, now everybody rethinking things.
Yeah.
When it was time for him to get the extension, to get the bag, he didn't get it. So he was like, you know what, I'm going to opt in, trade me. And the 76ers they're in the same position as Portland. We'll try to trade you, but I need to get bang for my buck.
Yeah.
And in this instant, I understand. Like, damn. But Harden's upset because he was never offered the extension. After, you told me you was going to offer me the extension this go-round. Mm-hmm. Now I don't want to play for you. 76ers said trade talks have stopped. Harden said, I don't mean shit to me. I still want to be gone. And the Philly, like I said, Philly in the same position as Portland, like they won't bang for their buck. And understandably so. If I'm going to get rid of Harden, I need to get some shit back.
But, like you said, when you told the man a certain thing, you didn't live up to your end of it.
Yeah, right. And at that point, winner or losing don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you told me you didn't say, if you take a pay cut and ball out, I'm going to pay you. You said, if I take a cut now, you won't pay me later. And I guess that's probably what it was. He didn't do his best in these previous playoffs.
Yeah.
And I get that as well. Like, I understand in this specific situation between Harden and the Sixers, I understand both sides. Mm-hmm. For Harden, it's like, you said what you was going to say. Don't none of the other shit matter.
Right.
But then on Philly's side, it's like, well, it kind of does matter because am I going to get this again in this playoffs?
Right.
With the extension, like, we just stagnant now at this point. Mm-hmm. So I get both sides, but it's...
I see both sides too. So
hopefully they just trade him.
Yeah, it is. Hopefully they just trade him. So you think they're gonna trade him to Portland and then they
no, wow. Because Dame didn't say he don't want to go anywhere but Miami.
That's true. But it's looking like he's not even gonna get that.
For me, Harden is like, I'm gonna trade you wherever I'm gonna get the best. It's different between him and Lillard. Mm-hmm. Lillard done held that city down. Lillard ain't had no shitty performances in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. I feel like they need to just accept what Miami give them. That's just me. Like, move past it and elevate past this point. You get whatever you can get from Lillard. You're going to be shitty regardless this year. Go ahead and use that as a stepping stone. Get some more assets and build around, what's his name, Scoop? Mm-hmm. That's the guard they got
Henderson,
yeah. Go ahead and build around Scoop. But go ahead and take this L with James Harden. I mean with Damian Lillard. James Harden's a bit different. Get your assets up. I get it.
I mean, we got abundance of flaming hot Cheetos and Polish boys and corned beefs. We'll take them. He can run the 3.
I'm cool.
Yeah. I knew it was coming. I really feel that way too. Yeah, I really feel that way too, but I just threw it out there. I mean,
we have too many guards.
Slimer's corned beef is better than anything.
I mean, if I'm thinking about it, Harden for Mitchell, that seems the most logical.
Yeah.
Or Allen and a bunch of assets, but Philly wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But I'm cool on that. But
yeah, Philly would never, because they was smoking dick just for us just to try and get Tobias Harris.
They said they was smoking. Yeah, they was tripping.
Smoking rocks.
They was
with no
tripping,
socks, bro. On a bunch of rocks.
Crazy.
Man, they was Tyrone Bigum's. They was Tyrone Bigum's high, bro.
It was Mobley and Allen and Mintz draft picks.
Yeah.
You know what? You right. I shouldn't even applaud you. Because ain't neither one of us taking this shit serious.
Right. Yeah, come on now. You trying to give me great value, J. Cole.
And Jared Allen for, yeah. Hey, word is you never seen J. Cole and Tobias Harris in the same room together.
Damn, because they're the same person.
Yeah,
he got a hell of a lace front, dude.
Bro, they do. But man, speaking of James Harden, man, would you say is he top 5 shooting guard? So who would you say is above him?
This was
Jordan, Kobe,
D-Wade.
Mm-hmm.
And number 4 was
AI.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people like to put him at the 2.
Really?
Yep. He was small, but you know.
Yeah. He was a volume shooter, so be 2.
Yes, in that day and age, that would have been a 2. He played at like a 2.
Yeah.
Because in that day and age, your point guards were point guards.
Like Eric Snow.
Like actual.
Hey.
Yeah, when you think about it, once he got Eric Snow, he was running the 2.
Yeah.
He was not running. Yeah. So, ooh. I mean, anybody up there that you put above him right there? I mean, that you put Harden above? I don't think so. But are there other people that you could throw in there?
Possibly.
Like a T-Mac?
T-Mac.
Yeah. His career was shorter. His career was shorter.
What about Reggie Miller?
No.
I don't know if I'm.
Harden is better than Reggie Miller. Damn. Reggie Miller is probably more efficient at the 3 ball than Harden. Because Harden is a volume shooter, but Harden can pass better, he can rebound better.
What about Manu Ginobili?
Yes.
Who?
Manu Ginobili. He is severely
Harden is better than Manu Ginobili?
Ginobili is overrated.
He's overrated?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Manu Ginobili gave us the buckets.
He did, but
Manu was the man, though.
When you got Tim Duncan, Kawhi Leonard, Tony Parker, Popovich.
Okay. I had one, but Jimmy Butler. That's arguable.
Butler played in the playoffs is better than James Harden in the playoffs.
True.
It's crazy when you Google top shooting guards. Guess who's number one?
Who? Kobe?
No,
James Harden.
Harden. He's the first one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I would not put him over Jordan.
Over
Well, he's not number one.
Yeah,
but
that's the first person.
But that's the first person. I guess because they're current players.
Yeah.
Not Jordan. Okay, so
Jordan.
It's him and Klay Thompson, then Bradley Beal,
do you put Klay
then
Thompson
Kobe,
above James Harden?
then Michael.
James Harden is way more versatile.
Then after that, it's Dwayne.
But however, what Clay can do, he does that shit.
What about Clyde Drexler? No, because he was like a 15 point per game.
No, let's look his averages up.
Clyde?
Let's not just.
Because I remember
He might have looked.
he was like, he definitely did.
He averaged 18.4
That's what I'm saying.
with 5 rebounds and 5 assists.
I remember that because that was like
He shot 42%.
the first finals Jordan was
43%.
in first, and it was just like, bruh, like nah.
It is so hard to.
But it's hard
so
to gauge
hard.
back then
Yeah,
a
to
lot of
compare
people was that.
errors to because
Michael
style
Jordan
of
was
play
the
has
anomaly.
played so much, has changed so much, and the 3 has become way more prominent. I still don't see Clyde Drexler changing the game and having a new move every year, and people are like, is that illegal? For like half a season, like does that like he has definitely done some things that a lot of people haven't done. He would score like 50. How many games in a row? I mean, he's done stuff that was
Speaking
ridiculous.
of new moves, like even the younger generation kids, like I was just TikTok. This kid just did a new move. Like, bro, I never even seen that shit.
I just saw one too.
Oh, he's all yeah. Like,
I don't know if
bruh.
it's the same one.
Is he just like a black kid and a little white kid?
It was like a spin move,
Yeah.
and the ball just like bounced in the air,
Uh-huh.
and he like went out the ball and they caught it. Yeah, that was crazy.
Like, bro,
That was pretty
this
sick.
kid like 9 years old, bro. Like, bruh.
Yeah, it's just gonna get. It's just that's the way of life, bro. That's the circle of life. That's how it goes. You get better and better. But I don't know. I feel like 5 or 6 is definitely
accurate
in the right range.
You could. It's arguable. You could put like one current player above
Was
one.
Penny a shooting guard?
I would put him as a point,
Was Penny a point? Okay.
but
Grant Hill was a
3
forward, a 3.
He was kind of tall.
He was a 3.
Man,
But a
he
lot
would've
of these
been- he would've
players,
been-
Grant Hill,
Wow,
Chris
he would've been
Webber,
unbelievable.
Charles Barkley, a lot of those players were Gilbert Arenas. They were like,
Oh, is Gil too?
and that's what I'm saying. Like Gilbert Arenas was, if you ask me, one of the first like
positionless.
positionless and like I'm a scoring point guard.
Well, what's his name? Said he was the first.
Who?
They called him the Matrix. What's his name?
Sean
Sean
Marion.
Marion?
He said he was probably.
Sean
the first.
I'm talking
Marion
about
was
specifically
nice.
the guard position.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not the guard. But no, like positionless. He was
No.
the first person to do that.
You got Chris Webber that was doing that shit. You got Oscar Roberts.
like they did. Make
Yeah,
him
Oscar
different.
Robertson, right. Bill Russell?
You feel me? Charles Barkley, like
Oh, yeah.
as
Yeah,
much
people
gibberish
forget,
as
right.
he be talking.
People
he was
forget.
really a great player.
Yeah.
Like,
I know he definitely was.
But Gilbert Arenas, he was another one. Like I'm a point guard, but
Mhm.
I'm a scoring
Agent
first.
Zero.
You feel me? So bringing it back to Hard, it's arguably he's top 6.
Was Paul
For sure.
Pierce a 2 or a 3?
I put him at a 3
Okay.
Yeah.
because he talked about a lot, LeBron a lot,
Yeah.
and this a segue.
What we got to say about LeBron? Like, shout out to LeBron.
Right.
Shout out to D Wade for making the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know.
One of my favorite guards in the game.
Yeah. And his speech was was it his speech or AI speech? AI speech was his speech talking about AI was touching. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
D Wade
Yeah.
did it the right way, and what I mean by that
How he
is
looked
like
into AI. For real.
he never blew down on other players.
Never did.
When LeBron came there, he sat there and told him like, look, for
This
us
your
to
team.
flourish,
Yeah.
this has to be your team. Like, what leader says that?
Yeah.
You're not gonna catch Jordan saying that.
At all.
Catch Isaiah Thomas.
And D Wade was in his prime.
Or Larry Bird said some shit like that.
D Wade was unbelievable.
But he didn't let ego get the best of him. This your team. I'm the number 2. Let's make it happen. But what's next up?
Browns had the preseason game. Ended the time with us in the Super Bowl contenders, Eagles.
The runner-up, yeah.
The runner-up. But the thing is, we could have won. But our kicker, it was a penalty on his first kick. He missed. It was a penalty, and he had to redo the kick. And
they gave you a second chance, and I think it was offsides on the other team.
It was like offsides or something like that.
So you got 5 yards closer.
People say it's a ticky-tack call.
You got 5 yards closer, though.
Yeah, 5 yards closer. And he missed the kick again. So should we cut K. York or bring in competition?
I am very divided on this because... Sorry about that. I'm very divided on this because I don't want no man to lose their job. But... And I understand he was a 4th-round pick, which is just crazy in itself. You usually just don't draft kickers that high because they're kickers.
Right.
No disrespect. I couldn't kick the ball like
that.
Yeah,
you usually just pick them up on draft.
Yeah. So,
but we need
my thing is, we lost like 3 games last year. As much as people say, oh, last year was a disaster and this and that. With the 7 games we won, plus the 3 that we lost just because dude just couldn't make a kick. We lost like 2 or 3 games by like 2 points or something like that, where he missed a kick during the game.
Yeah,
you know,
his first kick was promising. He made
right,
like 67 yards.
Of course, Carolina beat Baker Mayfield to them, but you can't be doing that. We have Super Bowl aspirations. You cannot bank on somebody who's just like wishy-washy on making a kick. Like you can't do that. Right. So I don't know, but they swear they're going to stick with him. And he's going to work through it. I mean, the season is starting in 2 weeks. I mean, what do you mean? Like, how? Yeah, what is he going to do in 2 weeks that's going to make him? My dude need to go see
a therapist or something.
Like, a therapist, Yoda,
and then
somebody.
You know what's crazy?
Like,
he posted like his.
They said he didn't.
He didn't, but it was on his page. He
Which
posted
is wild.
his highlights. In halftime.
That he was like 3 for 3, and then you missed a game winner. I mean, that means nothing.
It's preseason, but still.
Your trends carry over.
Trends definitely carry over. And you the only starter that's really playing. I mean, I wouldn't say starter, but
that plays majority of the time.
The kicker who plays majority of the time, and you're playing in the preseason game. So, yeah.
Dude, what you were saying about the Browns last time we had the podcast?
I was saying
it's good to see. They are, but
I wouldn't say promise, but we see what's good and what works. I never said.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I was saying let's see what works and what's good, and I said
clearly kicking.
O-line was good. When I said the O-line was good, that's when you was just like, the Browns, and you didn't even get me to tell you what was bad.
So what's bad?
Definitely the kicker.
The kicker is definitely our number one worst issue.
The defensive tackles. Some of them.
They're getting better now. We got a couple dudes.
But that game, when I was trying to talk to him before you went on the tirade.
Because y'all, I mean, let's just be transparent.
I was being transparent.
No. What's the words you used just earlier? Nuance. Mm-hmm. I'm a Cleveland fan. However, my 2 friends next to me are diehard Cleveland fans. Mm-hmm. And sometimes with the diehard Cleveland fans, we get this moment of just hypeness, and we live on that one moment.
But I wasn't living on the moment. I was trying to specify the offensive line. They look good, and
all I was saying was, it's the preseason.
Yeah, I get that, but
I don't care what 3rd string, 2nd strings look like.
But I get that. But like I said, it's a specific rhythm to football, and then the play calling. We'll see what they do. I know you say it's rhythm in basketball too, but it's not like football. Break,
I don't agree.
Count, hike, throw, or pass. It's just the same repetition to keep it going. The rhythm of football is constant and more.
It's not constant. It's not more constant than basketball.
I think it is.
And that's the one thing that
I feel like basketball is more spontaneous.
That's the one thing that I guess I'm not agreeing with. You're saying the rhythm of the game,
it's more formulaic.
you're saying is more rhythm, but
it's more
how many
repetitive.
timeouts?
It's too much spontaneous in basketball.
I agree.
That's what
I
saying.
agree on that end. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of spontaneity. I guess that's the word.
The rhythm is in basketball.
However, I don't agree the rhythm is more defined in basketball. I mean football, just for the simple point, like there are moments where there's just no action happening and the clock is still happening and the clock is still running. Doesn't happen. Let me finish. That doesn't happen in basketball. Basketball, outside of timeouts, the clock, and outside of 2 minutes, the clock is constantly rolling. That isn't happening in football.
Well, that's because basketball is a faster paced game. But those times, but hold up, but the times it doesn't happen where there's nothing going on, it rarely happens, and that's when the defensive line has gone through the offensive line, and there's a total shutdown of the offensive line.
And this is why,
and that's why I say it rarely. Most of the times, though, niggas are protecting the quarterback, so it's going to be hike, count, count, hike, pass back, throw, pass, or whatever, which you're gonna do.
But this is why
it's the same. Like it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It's more.
But that's not 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It may be like 1, 2, 3
rhythm.
However,
rhythm's more.
But then what? When the ball's just dead and the clock is just at 10 minutes and 27 seconds, and we waiting damn near 2 minutes for something to happen, and people just standing there.
What do you mean when the ball's dead?
Like, let's just say flags on the play, and we waiting for the referee.
I'm talking about
no. All that is rhythm though. All that is rhythm though.
I'm talking about
all that is rhythm though. All that is rhythm.
No.
Versus back. Let me finish now.
We talking semantics.
All that.
That's
versus,
semantics.
But you said rhythm.
Yes.
Versus basketball, you don't have an offensive line. You don't have a defensive line. You're constantly going up and down the court.
But
and
a lot of times when it's that ball,
and the only thing that stops. The only thing that stops the time in basketball is fouls and timeouts.
But
that's not
when the dead ball is the ball in play. It's a dead ball. It's not a play. I'm talking about when the ball is played.
Bro, I just spent 20 minutes waiting for 5 minutes to go down at a football game. That's not rhythm.
But I'm talking about when the ball
5 minutes. No. You're arguing semantics.
You're arguing semantics.
But is that not still rhythm? In the overall bigger spectrum of things.
I'm talking about play action.
And I'm talking about in general.
I'm talking about in general. I think you're using the wrong term when you're saying rhythm.
Yeah, that's
the only thing I'm arguing.
There has to be cohesion. With an offensive line,
I will say that there needs to be more cohesion in football.
And I think that's what Jared was saying. You can see the difference in cohesion.
But I'm trying to say when you make a drive, that's not happening. When you're trying to make a drive, it's definitely a rhythm, and it's more of a rhythm. Like in basketball, it's more spontaneous. Not saying it's not rhythm,
but there's still a rhythm though.
Yeah.
And the rhythm is more consistent.
But it's not like it's count, hike. But whichever you're gonna do, like pass, shuffle,
and then
whatever.
Once the down happens and the whistle is blown, 20 seconds to get back in line.
Okay, and then the rhythm starts back again.
But you said the rhythm starts back. Okay, basketball, that doesn't. Let me finish. Basketball, that is not necessarily the case. You score a ball.
You got to get right back.
Right back. You only have 8 seconds. That's what I'm saying. You only have 8 seconds to get back on to not even 8 seconds. You got 5 seconds to push the ball out. Mm-hmm. And outside of those 5 seconds, you have an extra 3 seconds to get it up.
But I'm saying you get up the court, but then you can have somebody who's like put full court pressure defense on you, things of that nature. Or like I said, it's a predictable amount.
It's not predictable.
No, I'm saying with football.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's more formulaic. That's what I'm saying. It's more of a rhythm.
No, I agree with you, but to say it's more rhythmic.
The moves in basketball of like going left to right, what you're going to do, what type of pass. That's what I'm saying. It's more spontaneous.
Okay.
It's more spontaneous.
I'll give you that, but
that's what I'm trying to say to get the rhythm down pat. With this, with the
and that's all I was saying. Like, if you're talking about a rhythm game, I think basketball, you need more of a rhythm than football.
And you know what they was talking about when Deshaun was out there? Like, we need him to get more of a rhythm, to get more.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, football is more rhythm.
I'm not saying, see, there you go again. I'm not going to say more rhythmic. I'm not going to say more rhythmic. Like, if you say, like, you need more cohesion, I agree wholeheartedly.
But that's what I mean. It's more rhythmic. Like it's too much spontaneous.
Cohesion and rhythmic are two different things. And
I disagree. I think we're arguing semantics. We're arguing semantics because I'm saying spontaneity. The rhythm is more spontaneous. Like it's unpredictable.
But there are also, that only affects, just like football. That only affects about maybe 2 or 3 people on the court. That spontaneity, that
I said that could be anybody.
Happen, like
I said that could be anybody in a given day.
It's only the first and second option, and maybe the third option. Everything else is rhythmic, and you guys are doing motions.
But they motions or like
football.
Like, okay, defensive line man.
There is some spontaneity.
Like niggas.
There is spontaneity in football.
Like,
there is spontaneity in football. There is that. It's
with
not
the receivers
and the quarterbacks.
Sometimes, but the quarterbacks still got to yell height. Still got to do this. They still got to drop back.
And it also depends on what quarterback is doing.
Unless they do a
because you got people like
sneak.
You got people like what's my dude name? Aaron Rodgers. He can call audible on He can call audible on the field. You got other quarterbacks like Derek Carr.
I'm just saying the setup is just like more consistent. And
I get that. I get that.
That's all I'm saying.
It's just the rhythmic one is just be like, I don't know. Because they going up and down the court 10 minutes, I mean, at least 3 minutes at a time.
But it's like niggas can do moves.
At least 3 minutes at a time.
And all this other
but it
stuff.
still needs to be rhythmic. There's a rhythm behind it. There's a rhythm behind the crossover.
But it's spontaneous.
It is, but there still needs to be the rhythm behind it, though. Like when LeBron James drives to the paint and then he passes back to a open 3. There's a rhythm behind that. The scheme behind Curry running around the court. He ain't just running around in a circle looking for a shot.
I'm not saying it's not rhythm, but it's more spontaneous and it's more predictable.
More spontaneous? I don't know. More spontaneous?
I think it is.
I don't know.
I think it is. But anyway,
because
I was never hyping up a preseason.
Everybody doesn't have sports IQ. I'm talking about the players on the team.
But going back to the risk, I was never hyping up a preseason game. Now I was joking. It was like, oh, the Browns are undefeated. But I was like, it's good to see what works and what doesn't work. That's what all the preseason does.
I'm just not getting excited about the Browns.
I'm just saying, I'm not excited, but you see what works and what doesn't work. And I said special teams still need more work. And I always before, but I couldn't because you were on your tirade. Special teams still need more work.
You was going into. Let's not just put it all on Joe.
No, but you interrupted me. It was like, I ain't gonna do it.
We interrupted each other. Let's not do that.
I couldn't finish my point.
I have a loud voice, but we were interrupting each other.
I couldn't finish my point. You just immediately thought that I was just hyping some stuff
because that's what diehard Cleveland fans do.
But
they see one instance of success.
But you only heard
what's a Super Bowl.
Hold on. But you only heard I was like, well, this was good what happened, but I never could have said what didn't work.
For me. It could be good or bad in the preseason.
That's true. But like I said, you see what works and what's not. How the play calling is and things of that nature.
What's our first actual game? Who we going against?
Bengals.
Cincinnati.
And the second game was Steelers.
Yes, we got a hell of a
start. And then
the
third week is Ravens.
We get a hell of a start.
So there's a possibility.
The Titans. It's the Titans.
So you said
it's a hell of a start.
Bengals,
you got to start fast. You got to start
Ravens.
fast.
So I'm just doing the first 3. Bengals, Steelers, Titans. We have a possibility to go 3-0. We also have a possibility to go 0-3.
Yeah, we got to get it.
But we also have a possibility to go 1-2. But we also got a possibility to go 2-1.
Right.
And that's what frustrates me about the Browns. Like, we should be able to set the standard with the Bengals. Like, y'all got there, but we got more talent.
Right.
Y'all got a quarterback.
Yeah.
But we got a quarterback with more talent.
I think we're top. Well, we're talking about Madden now. Like, we do got the talent. We're like top 4. We're 86 overall, the team. We're top 4.
Okay.
So.
No, everybody speaks on that in the media and everything. Say we have the talent.
Yeah.
But can you put it together and actually do what you got to do?
So.
Everybody on the clock, though.
Yeah.
This is not on the list what we talked about, but I forgot. Like, NBA released the schedule, too.
Oh, yeah.
And the Cavs schedule, we opened up with the Nets. First 10 games. Nets, Thunder, Pacers. Played the Knicks twice in a row.
That's kind of weird, but all right.
Pacers.
Home and home. Is it home and
home? Warriors. And then, okay. No, it's not home and home. It's What is it?
First game, home or away, who we playing?
It's home then away for the Knicks.
Yeah, home and home, basically.
So who was our first game?
First game is Nets.
Home
It's
or
away.
Away.
Our first home game is the second game against OKC.
So get a list. And get a list and give us who when we playing home.
When we playing home?
First, give us the list, but when we say it's a home game, say it's a home.
Okay, away Cavaliers, home Thunder.
Wait. Who's the first game?
Nets.
Away.
Dub, regardless.
Mm-hmm. Home Thunder. Yeah.
It depends on what Shed do, but I'm going with a dub.
Yeah, they was actually kind of getting. No,
They-
we
they-
split.
they
They
been
was
getting-
split.
They've been getting it, and they got a good big.
They got a good young core.
with Giddy, Shea, SGA, and Shed.
Shit.
But we got a good.
We got Jalen too. Jalen Williams.
But we got a good 3-2. So who's next? I see 2 dubs.
Knicks home.
Dub,
Knicks away.
L,
Pacers away.
dub,
Warriors home.
L,
Thunder away.
dub,
Warriors away.
L,
Kings away.
L, because the Cavs be Cavs.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10.
No, that was 9.
That was 10.
That was
You,
9.
you skipped over the first Pacers game.
I did? No, I
Yeah.
said Pacers
Yeah, you
home.
did.
You didn't say Pacers twice.
Yeah,
only
you
said
skipped
one
it.
Pacers.
Oh. Pacers home.
I'm gonna say we could be 6-4.
Okay.
We're gonna lose.
First 10?
We could lose one to the Knicks and one to the Pacers. We're gonna lose both to the Warriors.
And I think you said one to the Knicks, one to the Pacers?
Yes. Pacers have
Man, that's crazy. We played the
Tyrese
Warriors.
Halliburton.
I thought you said one
fast.
to the Kings, though.
Yeah, you said LA. That is so up in the air, though.
Where we playing the Kings at?
Sacktown.
I'm gonna stick with my laurels. We're gonna be 6-4.
Okay.
One losing to the Warriors and the Knicks and the Pacers.
I don't think we're losing to the Warriors in the beginning of the season.
We're gonna lose one of them games. We seen twice, right? You said twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like back to back, ain't it? It's one game in between.
I think it might be one game in the pinch.
We're gonna lose one of them games to the Warriors,
Mm-hmm.
if not both.
The one at home. The
Well,
first one at home.
We're going to
So,
win.
I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see.
If they want to play.
If they want to play.
Like,
That's how the Cavs.
If they want to, maybe today. Usually they do have a hot streak at the beginning of the season, though. So, we'll see.
just make sure.
I can see us going 11-4.
Just make sure you
I know
only
that's
pay
what
half
they
the
say,
light
right?
bill.
Yeah.
Make sure you only pay half the light bill at Rocket Mortgage, so they're not too bright. For
I don't know.
Jared
It's
Allen.
up in the air.
What's next?
I think it's possible for us to win both Knicks, maybe, depending on how they want to play.
Cavs gonna Cav. We're gonna lose one of them games.
So Michael Oher versus the Tuohys. You never heard Michael Oher? That's the movie The Blind Side about him. Famous football player who's supposedly adopted by this white family to get a better chance. But it comes out he didn't see no dividends for the movie, or not enough, and that he wasn't even adopted. It was a conservatorship in which basically the Tuohys, the people who I guess took care of him, would just make money off his name and the movie and things of that nature. But it's just come out to show that these folks are just like, wow, just me. I guess they went about it the right way. If you could have went out earlier and just say, hey, I can find us a way to all get money.
Right.
But you end up still like taking in most of the money for yourself. I don't think Michael Oher even seen the money for real that he was supposed to get.
And this is why us black people, or us, and I hate to make it, men versus women thing, but this is why us black men be, I feel a way because he was manipulated.
He definitely was manipulated.
And it's like
at a young age.
he had to educate himself. And if I can just put it out there, when black women, they go through whatever they go through, majority of the time they have support systems that they can, assist with that. A lot of times with black men, we don't like to talk to, other black men about our issues. And he's just now finding out about this. This is pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna say he's just now finding out. He's just now pushing for better.
Yeah.
And that's the frustrating part. Like, he was manipulated from jump.
He definitely was.
And I'm not gonna sit there and say it's fucked up on what's the name of the family?
Tuohys.
I'm not gonna say it's fucked up on the Tuohys because
It
most people in that position will try to profit. All I'm saying is, if that was your goal, you should have said that from jump.
Yeah.
Like, look here, like, you're a specimen.
Young man, no.
You're a specimen. You coming in. We're trying to bring you in. There's a way for us to all make money. Let's figure this out. And they didn't do that, and that's the fucked up part about it. No one's, for me, I'm not knocking you for trying to get your bag up. Everybody should be trying to get their bag up. But why would you slight someone in the process?
Right.
Especially
That's
the product.
They slighting him or whatever and trying to think he was stupid or not. He's gonna like
never go catch it.
Whatever. Like, so you just think I'm dumb and just being a fool, like, you know.
Right,
So
which is crazy to me because
obviously,
if you had a blockbuster movie, you know for sure. Anybody go think, oh, I should be making some kind of profit from that. It was about me. Like, I was the main source of, the story.
and it's just crazy because they picture themselves in the movie as being like these white saviors, but look what y'all doing.
Right.
And that's like complete opposite.
Yeah.
And it's some like other thing people are doing, like calling for a recall Sandra Bullock's Oscar for The Blind Side, but like, bruh, like, what does that have to do with anything? That's not going to solve anything. Like, she didn't even know. She just did her job, read the script, and acted her ass off. That was her job. She has nothing. Why y'all keep holding these celebrities up to like a crazy ass high ass standard? And if it does solve, y'all think it'll just be like the symbolic stuff that some of these other corporation or white people do when it comes time for like Black History Month or Juneteenth. It's not a real victory. It's just symbolic. Like, this is just like a proxy.
Should be weird,
fake ass,
man.
like, I want to say battle or something, but I was trying to say to try like symbolize victory, a proxy victory. Like, why y'all even calling for that? That's not what's important. What's important is getting this man's money, and what they were doing and how they make themselves look out to be white saviors for doing this shit. But man, I hope Michael Oher, get his money, get this settled and things of that nature.
Facts.
So get his bag, man, for real.
What's next up?
Hurricane Hillary. Really crazy. Supposedly, Hurricane Hillary supposed to be off the coast of California. It hit California. Once it hit California, it's supposed to become a tropical storm. Southern California at that. But that is crazy because Southern California doesn't see that much rain. So when it becomes a tropical storm, how the state will be even prepared for that? Yeah, they have the, like, in LA area, they have the LA River, but I don't know. It just seems like...
Is this their first ever tropical storm?
I want to say it is, because it's usually hurricanes happen in the Atlantic Ocean or the Gulf.
Yeah.
For real. Like, they usually call it in the Pacific a typhoon, but that's like closer to Asia.
Yeah, so... Yeah, they gotta,
To my
I guess, send out prayers for sure because they don't really deal with this.
So do we know when it's
have ever
supposed to
dealt
hit?
with it.
When it's supposed to be landfall? When the storm's supposed to hit landfall?
I am not sure, but we can definitely get that. But yeah, I mean, I got an uncle that's there. My cousins, that's his dad. Mm-hmm. So, I'm sure that's probably hectic right now, But, I'm hoping that their infrastructure can withstand whatever happens,
Yeah, because we saw what happened in, like, the Texas area when they had hit with that ice storm and that snow, and, like, their roofs was collapsing and stuff like that because their homes weren't built, like, to withstand snow, I guess, on the roofs and stuff like that. Like, the homes just wasn't built.
Yeah.
So it was, like, flooding, and, like, roofs were collapsing in, and pipes were bursting and stuff like that. On top of that, they was getting major power outages in Texas, not because of, like, because the power company, because, like, the power is, like, state regulated over there or something like that. It's something crazy happening with the power. the grid was built differently, but like John said, I hope the infrastructure it's ready for flooding. Because it's a desert, so they're not used to a lot of precipitation. So who knows? And then like I think we said in pre-pro, like a lot of these cities and stuff are built at the bottom of mountains and things of that nature. So we just our prayers are out to them. Help they have the infrastructure to withstand.
Also pray. They recently just today got hit by a. Wow, this was just recent. This was just posted like 40 minutes ago. Mm-hmm. They got hit by a 5.1 earthquake.
Oh man!
At the same time as hurricane is hitting.
So it just reached landfall today.
Yeah, it's just yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, that's wild. Earthquake in the area.
Yeah, so it made landfall in Mexico, but it's going to be working its way up. Mm-hmm. Wow. But yeah, man.
Speaking of Mexico, man, I heard something crazy just happened there. Like these 5 guys.
Yeah.
You saw that went for a job.
Yeah.
Opportunity was supposed to be like security or call center, but I guess it was to join a cartel, and they said no. They didn't want to, and then all of them ended up being killed.
Yeah,
like,
they killed them.
Wow.
That is unbelievable, man. At the end of the day, it's just evil in the world, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and at the end of the day, man, as long as evil is here, evil things are going to happen. Mm-hmm. And that's just a shame. They did not deserve that whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. They don't. Like, that's just like crazy. For real, man. I heard some prayers out to those families of those 5 men. That's just crazy how much the cartels have control down there. Moving on. According to so there's been a big uproar lately about Biden sending $700 to all the households in Maui or Hawaii for the wildfires going on out there. And there's been a lot of talk like, dang, you can send $700, but you can send so much billion or something like that to Ukraine and stuff like that. Dang, there's this president out of here. That's all you can send. 700 stimulus checks was like 1,500 things of that nature. Like people are losing homes. They can't even get like a Happy Meal.
Stimulus check wasn't even Biden thing though, was it? No, what?
No, it wasn't. That was
Trump.
Yeah, basically. For real. But
and that was during a
pandemic.
People frustrate me because it's always black and white, and there's no gray area.
Right.
Like you're talking about the $700. Now, mind you, when Trump tossed out that $1,500 or whatever it was, that was during a global pandemic. Mm-hmm. For however you
and there was a fight to get them to do that too.
However you believe the pandemic happened, whether it's because of us, whatever your belief is of the pandemic, the fact of the matter was there was a pandemic. Mm-hmm. And that's all I'm saying. Like, this moment did happen, and they needed to reboost the economy. So, of course they would be more willing to drop that. You feel me?
And then look how long, not even it was just like how Trump, I guess during the pandemic, that shit was a shit show at first of the protocols and stuff set in place or what to do, or how he even handled the other disaster event in Puerto Rico when he was just throwing out those paper towels and blacking stuff that's what's his response.
About the wall too, he made this big fuss about this wall. Mm-hmm. And I know we just went from something positive to something he didn't do, but this is the point we're getting at. When the president is the president, y'all gotta understand, he has to go through certain protocols. But anywho, with Trump, he made this big fuss about the wall. But if you look now, if you go down there and you have access to that area, mm-hmm. it's a big ass area, just boxes.
Yeah,
just shit. Trump said this was gonna happen, so we got this shit, but the shit just sitting here.
Yeah,
ain't no one. I ain't getting paid to put this shit together. Mm-hmm. I ain't getting paid to put this shit up. Mm-hmm. So it's just sitting there. So Let's be careful on how we say, you know.
But yeah, my point too, like you said, like people just think it's just so black and white, or just see headlines and not read to things, you know. So like this, they think it's just like, oh, Biden just says $700 and that's it. So according to him, you know, FEMA's underneath him. So FEMA provided 300 workers are currently down there on the ground and has provided approximately 50,000 meals, 75,000 liters of water, 500,000 cots, and 10,000 blankets. To further assist, they also have activated a transitional shelter assistance program to help displaced residents to find motels and hotels, as well as a critical needs program. That's the $700 to provide people with food and water. He also directed multiple federal agencies, including the U.S. military, including the U.S. Coast Guard and U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and the EPA are also helping efforts down there doing search and rescue missions and things of that nature. They also provide support for taking out those fires. So it like I said, it wasn't just that. He did as much as he can with his executive orders before a budget has to be passed for Congress to give people more money and then things of that nature. So he is doing what he can.
And then to dive in a little bit more, a lot of times he has to see Congress before a lot of this shit gets approved, right? Mm-hmm. And if I'm not mistaken, majority of the time Congress is represented by, the majority count is represented by Republicans, right?
I think now it's like half.
But in years past, it was like...
Yeah, mostly Republicans.
You feel me? So there's only so much if you got a Democratic president. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
But it's not, he just gave the $700 that is. And also he ordered the Navy to help out too. The Navy's helping with evacuation and things of that nature. So he is doing things to help people down there as much as he can for right now without going to Congress. But yes, lately Congress has to get the budget together and the bill has to be passed for them to get more money involved. And yes, we have sent over money to Ukraine compared to like every other nation who sent money over there. We're like probably like number 10 or like 13 or something like that. Like actually European countries had sent more to Ukraine to help out. But like John has said this before, but we have to help out with this stuff because of NATO. The reason NATO's together is to stop like other countries just from going in and taking over like another country, which happened a lot during World War II with Germany and stuff like that. It's just to prevent that from happening, to make countries still be like, independent, I guess, and not be taken over. So, like Trump is doing what he can. Like that other money is still coming soon, but it has to go through Congress. What did I say?
Trump.
Sorry, Biden is going through. Is doing what he can. So, you know, I guess people just getting confused and things of that nature, or just not reading. And you know, I ain't gonna lie, I fell victim to like $700. What's that shit gonna do? But then, you know, I looked it up and it was like, oh, that's not all he's doing. Yeah. It's just what he can do right now.
This is just what he's doing and they're allowing it to be publicized.
Yeah. This is just the immediate reaction. Because as a president, like you think you're president, you can just do anything.
And to be honest,
because people were saying about Obama, like Obama president, but all them shootings still happen in Chicago. Like, is he the mayor?
Osama.
But like, is Obama the mayor of Chicago?
Right. And all I say when people blow down on Barack Obama, Osama.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, it's just gonna be a conspiracy that was fake too. Because
and they can't, you know. But at the end of the day, that's still on his track record.
Yeah.
I got Osama bin Laden.
Affordable Health Care Act too.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. But what's next up?
So Trump has been indicted on RICO charges in Georgia by the same DEA who charged YSL on their RICO charges.
It just baffles me how this man can go through all this shit. And we was talking about this in pre-production. Like, Trump has done a lot of shit for the country. Let me rephrase that. Trump has done some things for the country. Mm-hmm. However, like, you're still a bad person.
Yeah.
Why does he still have a following?
Yeah. And I think he was indicted again on another federal charge, but he's been turned in. So, I mean, he turned himself in, I should say that.
Okay.
So, yeah, why does he still have a following? Why? I don't know. The cult of Trump is just out there, bro. People just love this man. They don't even know why they love him. They just
love him.
I got to say shout out to Ohio for voting no for that law, because if it wasn't issue 1, shout out to Ohio.
Facts.
That shit was
I
dumb.
voted no.
Yeah, because the majority, it was basically the bill was going to say basically you didn't need a majority for a bill to pass. You still need a majority, but it needs to be at least 60%.
Right. Like that shit weird as hell. Like you got a majority, but if it ain't 60, you know you giving it to the minority.
Which the bill just not even that, but the bill just won't even pass. Like if it's not even 60%.
But that's what the minority wants.
Yeah, the cornfield, Ohio.
Cornfield.
Yeah, because you see some of them like, oh my gosh, whatever. These heavily populated urban areas and stuff that want to vote no, things of that nature. We won't have a say. Like, you still have a say. Majority wins. That's how it always is. That's the democratic way.
Hello.
You always talk about democracy. That's democracy. Like, this shit is just, that shit dumb. And there's also something with petitions, too. Like, if one signature is not validated, then the petition is dead.
Yeah.
Like, usually, I mean, that's how it is usually a petition, but you'd be able to redo it, you know, get that signature validated again or gain another signature. But this was like, no, the petition is over with. So, yeah.
What's next up, Fred?
So, is Gal Gadot a good actress? If you don't know who Gal Gadot is, she's a Wonder Woman, basically. So, me and John was just thinking about this because we saw her in that Netflix movie.
I'm sorry,
Heart of Stone.
I'm sorry, no. Next topic.
No, because the movie though, we were saying this would be so much better if it wasn't her. Like it was cool. Heart of Stone, Netflix movie. It's like a spy action movie. It had the James Bond opening and everything too, but it was her. She was the one, and I'm like, she don't even look like a badass.
There's so many other women that are in the action field, and we're not trying to be haters. It's just our observation.
Right.
It's just not our cup of tea. Just watching that movie, everything surrounding her was good. Like, I'm like, okay, I can see this, but it's just, she just didn't hit, bro.
Right.
Like, not at all. Like, it was so forced. And it's like, man, when you got an Angelina Jolie who's basically retired now, but you got people like that, give me some more names. You got what's my
Rosario Dawson?
Oh, Rosario Dawson. You got Zoe Saldana.
Yeah.
You got
Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh could have did it too.
Florence Pugh.
You got there's so many other people. That's just like her acting chops when they come to the action just don't hit.
Jennifer Lawrence,
Jennifer Lawrence. You just don't hit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and I just,
I don't know, just because she's like, not saying, but like her accent is heavy. For real, her Israeli accent is like super heavy and everything. And I feel like that only could work for Wonder Woman. I don't know. But like you said, Force, like her cameos too, like she always do these same cameos as either Wonder Woman, and I just found out she's in Fast X 2 or whatever.
In the Flash.
Wait till we talk about the Flash.
Might as well talk about it, man.
So since we bringing up her acting abilities and the cameos that she's in, I didn't go see the Flash because I'm not supporting that. My man be raping people. However, I did watch it on YouTube. I paid the $20. I wanted something to watch.
Sound like me with Fast X.
Man, so you get me?
Yeah,
like,
I feel you.
It's
there was nothing else.
It's a lot of new shit that's coming out, but you want to cut through the fat, trim through the fat.
Yeah.
What can I watch in this room? So I'm like, you know what, YouTube, you got me today. I'm gonna get this Flash shit. The first fight scene, I can appreciate the Flash starting off with action. Like, it started off with just straight action. Batman, Ben Affleck, he going through what he going through. Next thing you know, a situation happens where it's like, oh man, when all hope is lost. Next thing you know, you hear the little music. And Wonder Woman comes up. You're like, what the fuck is this? Is she about to be a part of the story? She comes in, they have a little joke. Batman gets caught in the lasso of truth. I only do this because I'm insecure about X, Y, and Z. Alright, whatever. And she just flies off. She's never to be seen in the rest of the movie.
Right.
I was so like,
That's all her cameo
what was the
is.
point?
Yeah.
That's Wonder Woman.
What was the point? Like,
at the end.
Wonder Woman, you're not even like that. Like, if we talking about DC superheroes and that specific Wonder Woman,
Just show up and leave. She's
If
not. She
anything,
never was the type to act that.
if you're looking for someone to just pull up and leave,
It's Batman.
I would appreciate. But Batman was getting his ass whooped.
Yeah.
But if you talking about just pulling up and leave, I would respected it more if it was Arrow.
Yeah.
And for real, it should have been Arrow and just left it at that.
Right.
I can't think of any other DC superhero that can just pull up and leave. I mean, you could think of the Flash, but this is movie.
This is movie. Yeah. Yeah.
And she just pulled up.
Yeah.
They had a lasso moment. True, Batman got caught up in a lasso. Flash got caught up in a lasso. It was a little goofy moment.
Yeah.
And then she just leaves.
That's low key. Like if you expect Superman to pull up and leave, he's not going to do that. Him and Wonder Woman gonna stay there until shit is done.
And
like you need somebody to take care of the big niggas, we got you.
And for her to just leave, it was the fact that she left, and I didn't see her for the whole movie.
Right. That's not.
And I ain't think about it till the movie was over. Like, damn, what the fuck was Wonder Woman here for? Like, I already thought the movie was ass since we segued into the Flash. Like, the movie was ass. First off, he be raping niggas. That's why he didn't do the numbers. And then I gotta keep throwing it out there. Like, women be thinking black men don't be supporting them, but supporting women. But in all jokes aside, like, I ain't go to that movie because I ain't go to the theaters because he be raping people. He be kidnapping
folks. Yeah.
But just like y'all listen to R. Kelly, you know, I succumb to it.
Mm-hmm.
I need something to watch. That shit was ass. That shit was ass.
Bruh.
Flash doing the same shit he was doing in Flashpoint Paradox. I'm going back in time because I don't want to miss my mind.
So was the CGI really bad as they said?
No, the CGI. Oh, yes, it was. And the only reason I say
people was making excuses, like I think some of the creators behind it said because it was from like his point of view. Like,
the only reason I say the CGI was bad is because the first action scene in the movie, they just they wanted to pop out. The Flash saving like 10 babies, a dog, and a nurse, like, and they were all falling out of a 40-story building, like a 40-floor building, and they just coming out the window like top of the 40th floor. I'm exaggerating, but they just falling out they just falling out the sky. And the Flash, the Flash had to be the Flash. So the CGI was ass, especially with the babies. But as far as everything else, it was like any other CGI. Like the Batman CGI, you could tell like, all right, this ain't Ben Affleck. This is not Michael Keaton. But what was the other one?
George Clooney.
No, it wasn't George Clooney, but it was Michael Keaton. Like, all right, he old as shit. Like, you expect the CGI to be CGI. But the movie was just ass because it's just typical. I'm the Flash. My mommy died, and I wanted to go back in time to change.
Like, we've seen that storyline so many times before.
It became more ass because at the end of it all, they had this little blue character in the time, like within the time, whatever you want to call it. The Flash, what they call it? The Flash is the Speed Force. There's this unknown character in the Speed Force, but just like a typical timeline thing.
Flash.
No. Guess who else? If it's not the reverse Flash, who was it?
Vandal Savage?
No. It's cheesy. So what do you think it could? Who do you think it could be, Jared?
It's cheesy in the timeline?
Yes.
He's not himself.
Yes. See, exactly. He got it spot on. Like, there was this unknown character halfway through the beginning of the movie that just knocks him out. Damn, who the fuck was that? But then when the end of the movie hit, you find out it's really himself. You're the one that's supposed to save the Flashverse. I succumb to the Speed Force. You need to be the one that say, like, I hate that type of shit. And that's exactly what it was. What's the next topic? I hate the Flash.
Bruh. It was just posts I saw on Facebook. Just how goated talking about, I shared it too, about the DC animated universe is. And it's just like, why DC can't just use that as a template? The DC animated universe from the 90s to the early 2000s. So if you didn't know, that includes Batman animated series, Superman animated series, Batman Beyond, Static Shock, Justice League Unlimited, and a spin-off from Batman Beyond. I forgot what it's called, but it was dealing with that robot, Zeta Project. That included the universe, basically, real. We're really just like conceptualized or like rounded that universe off was the Justice League series, both of them. But like that shit was God tier and goated, like for real. You know, and that's your template right there. That was actually like the first superhero cinematic universe I've ever seen. For real, man. I don't know. Just to see what DC is now, just hoping James Gunn can turn it around.
They tried to do what Marvel did and fucked up.
Yeah, way too fast. When you had your template right there. For real. So, I don't know. Like, they definitely did. Because they made the second Superman movie not even about Superman. And basically, what was the resolution for that? Was both niggas just found out both of their mama's names was Martha.
Let's team up.
Yeah.
Let's team up.
Like, bruh. And you have these toxic Snyder's fans. It's just crazy. No, because the little the black kid, like I said, there's the black kid who did the Spider-Verse scene, the Lego scene. So somebody talked to him about, like, you know, best superhero movies, and they was trying to say, like, on Twitter, you know, Batman versus Superman, whatever, and that's what he said. Like, I don't think it's the best Superman. It was mid, especially because the resolution was that they just both of them finding out both their mom's name was Martha. Like, it was so many Zack Snyder fans just like, I don't know. I guess they made it viral at that moment, but just like being mad as hell, being keyboard warriors underneath that tweet. Like, bruh.
Well, what's next up?
So since we're talking about superhero tropes and these type of superhero trope of like the Flash and stuff, I gotta go back in time. There's one I'm starting to get tired of now. Is dealing with the superhero secret identity, how they keep it secret from their loved ones of who they actually really are. They have the secret identity, but they don't tell anybody that they're really that superhero. But they get in trouble when their loved ones find out that they didn't tell them who they really are. And I'm tired of seeing that trope. Like, we saw it in Invincible, and now we're seeing it in a little bit of My Adventures with Superman. Now, they didn't drag it out as long as My Adventures with Superman, which I'm happy, but still, it was there. And she kind of baited that dude, Superman, to save her or whatever. Well, if you're not Superman, I'm just going to fall off this building like, bro.
Fun fact, this new series of Superman makes me enjoy Superman.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Like, just for that specific... Like, I love the fact that Superman is getting his ass whooped.
Yeah, I feel like they always have to show him getting his ass whooped, even though... Because we was younger, like, with that old Superman animated adventures, like, he used to get his ass whooped with Watt. But they have to... Because you can't... Even though he's indestructible, you have to show that he still struggles, because it's just going to be just too easy.
But to keep it real, the same danger is there if he tells you or if he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he tells you, Superman has shown, like, Lois gonna do some dumb shit regardless. Like, that's just human nature. Like, we have a superhero that's gonna save me, and he's proven that he's gonna save me if I do some dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what I feel about just the secret identity thing. Like, if I don't tell you, you're still gonna wind up in trouble because you think you're indestructible because you know my secret. Mm-hmm. And if I don't tell you my secret, for whatever reason, you always in some shit. Mm-hmm. So it is what it is.
It is what it is, but I fuck with My Adventures with Superman. Like,
I do too.
It's pretty good. I don't understand why it's on Adult Swim, because it hasn't... If it will get dark, okay, cool, but like, I don't understand why it's on Adult Swim.
I can appreciate it being on Adult Swim because if it was on Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon, like, it'd probably be cheesy as hell.
That's probably true. It probably wouldn't cheesy. But I appreciate the fact that both Lois and Jimmy know, like, right out the gate. Like, that was like episode 4 or 5.
Right, no.
That he's Superman, so that's cool. You know, because you working with this dude every day, and you can't just tell that Superman with glasses on as Clark Kent. Like, you know, for real. But I like the spin on it too, like how they just interns at the Daily Bugle and things of that nature. Daily Planet, sorry, Daily Bugle, that's right. Daily Planet and things of that nature. So And I can't wait till they introduce Lex Luthor. That shit gonna be tough. But it seems like they're gonna introduce with the weapons. I know like they got Canvas in there with Amanda Waller. I don't know who that one dude is.
Yeah, I don't know who he is, but
it seemed like they might introduce Apocalypse first. I mean, sorry, Darkseid first before Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor got a hit whenever it does hit on that series.
Yeah, he got a hit.
It's like if you keeping it real,
yeah,
you got Brainiac and you got Lex Luthor. Those are only, I mean, Superman's. Those are his real heavy hitters.
Yeah, you're right.
Outside of Darkseid and Apocalypse, like that's just next level.
That's
a
lot of times they're Justice League threats, especially.
But you don't want to have that first season because it's like, where do you go from here?
Right.
Doomsday.
Right.
Huh?
Doomsday.
But that was created by Lex, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yes. No. Yeah. So.
No, Lex Luthor. Can you even say Lex Luthor is probably like the biggest hater in all superhero? Yeah. He's just upset that Superman gets all the love. He wants to be Superman, but he's not. He don't have powers, but he's rich as hell. So he uses his resources just to hate on Superman. That shit crazy. Like, bruh. Like, I was watching.
I mean, it could be for the fact that the man just put glasses on and nobody act like, or take them off, and nobody knows who this man is. Like, come on. He could be really upset about that. So
he knows the truth.
Right. That could be what it is. That really could be what it is. Like, are y'all that dumb? We're the city of Metropolis, and nobody can tell this is the same man.
So basically, he like Freddy from Pup Named Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Trying to blame everything.
Yes.
It was red herring.
Yes, exactly.
This is Superman.
Yes.
It's Superman.
Yes.
So I'm just going to be the biggest hater ever, so y'all can see.
That's Superman, I tell you.
All right, who's the biggest hater? Lex Luthor or Reverse Flash?
Oh.
No, because Reverse Flash actually looked up to Flash.
I ain't gonna lie. Reverse Flash has some memes behind it.
He has a hating ass nigga.
I just did it because I can fuck your mom. Like, there's a meme out there like,
whoa,
I went back in time to fuck your mom. Like,
yeah, you a hater.
Like, I gotta say Reverse Flash.
Lex Luthor just, fact, he looked up to Flash at first.
Lex Luthor just was like, it should have been me. Like, Lex Luthor was like, it should have been me.
Basically.
Reverse Flash was like, bitch, why is it you? Like, I hate you. I went back in time, I did all this shit just to fuck your mom. Like, there are memes out there, there are TikToks out there like, yeah, I went back to fuck your mom. So you could be born. You my son now. Like, like this shit ain't even canon. Like, it's just niggas on TikTok being hilarious. But
they both some haters though. Like,
but the biggest hater is probably Zoom.
Yeah. I just went back time to fuck them.
Why do I want to say like every time? Why do I feel like Reverse Flash is Elon Musk?
No, they made it look like him though.
Like every time I think about the Reverse Flash, I think of Elon Musk.
That's funny. But yeah, man, I'm tired of this superhero trope. It should be
Bezos gets all the attention.
Right. So man,
go back in time.
So there's like a big three of like wrestlers turns actors. We got The Rock, John Cena, and Batista.
Everybody just threw the Hogan out of there.
John Cena, Batista.
Who's the best wrestler turned actor?
You got to do the honorable mention. You got to do the Miz. You got to do just because for whatever reason they keep giving them push. Whether it's movies, whether it's TV shows.
Edge too.
Edge don't get a push like that.
True. He about to be the Percy Jackson series.
Right.
He did. He had a nice look. He was pretty good at Haven. That was a good show.
If you talk about wrestlers turned actors, the best one is probably Batista, in my opinion. The Rock, cool.
He's just oversaturated with stuff.
Like, yeah, he's the Will Smith of wrestlers turned actors.
He was oversaturated, yeah. And then
I guess he tried to be.
He got typecast, and it just like.
Or he tried to do the Samuel L. Jackson. Like, I always got to find work and stuff like that. But like, only Samuel L. Jackson can do that. find all these different roles.
But Samuel Jackson is very diverse too, though.
That's what I'm saying. He's very diverse.
Like,
He be the same way, but he be diverse as fuck with
right.
it.
Yo, yeah, he be diverse, but they give him a
All
line.
these
So,
motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
right. They at least give him one line so he could yell. So that's why people think he typecast, but no, he diverse. He going to yell at least one good time in the movie.
I mean, he's been in so many different things.
Yeah.
Was it Time to Kill? Was that his movie?
Time to Kill was his movie. Yeah.
Black Snake Moan, which he was talking.
I'm just saying, like,
Snakes on the
Jurassic
plane.
Park.
Jurassic Park.
He was in the original.
He got
Wars.
ate the hell up on
Shaft.
Deep Blue Sea.
Like the movies that we're listing. Like,
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson, you be like, damn, Samuel.
Yeah.
Star Wars to Shaft to Black Snake Moan to Pork Fishing.
Yeah.
Like all those movies,
Exactly.
you be like, damn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he did all that shit? Absolutely.
He was in
Yeah.
Goodfellas too.
You
Right.
feel me?
Like that shit was crazy. Like damn, he was in this. Die Hard 3, all these other like, yeah. But like he tried to do the Samuel, but like The Rock is not diverse. He tries to be, but Batista, he's definitely
got it.
diverse. He got it.
He
He's
got
that
it.
He's that.
My man played a cyborg, played Drax, played the dude from Glass Onion.
Yo,
Hilarious.
yeah, he was like a Twitch streamer.
Yeah,
played like
he's done so many different things, man. Like,
Yeah,
and he
so-
killed every role too.
Shout out to John Cena though. I say John Cena
Is
He
the
probably
funniest
The
dude,
funniest. He has
bruh.
the best comedic timing of everything. Like it's Peacemaker, Vacation Friends, Stepdad 2.
It's just like because he gives off that douchebag face.
Yeah.
Like, he just looks like a dude. It just like, yeah, he seems like he would be that dude. Like,
Bruh. Yeah, it
I'm
definitely
funny,
does.
but I'm an asshole.
Right,
Like,
right. Obviously. So shout out to John Cena for that. But yeah, like Batista definitely the dude with the best acting chops now. So, because I did think he was going to get typecast first, because they always put him like the big bouncer dude or the lieutenant henchman or whatever,
Right.
whatever. But
yeah, The Rock started off a little more diverse than he is now.
he
for
did
sure.
start off.
He had the wiggle room to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think why he's
He
trying to
don't-
oversaturate like his roles, because I got the theory because like he had to do it because he was in that Disney contract for so long, because he was doing like kind of different movies at first, then he got locked down in that Disney contract, and as soon as that was over, that's when you just see him like everywhere.
When you say things like, well, people say things like, excuse me, he got locked down in that Disney contract. That Disney contract paid the fuck out of
It
him.
did. It definitely did. He was in Tooth Fairy. He was in Witch Mountain. What else he was in? He had to do 5
He
movies.
been in a lot of stuff.
He had to do 5 movies, I think. For real. And after those 5 movies was up, that's when I think his first movie after that was like probably Fast and Furious or something like that. 5. Something like that.
What's next up though?
So we just saw Who Cloned Tyrone. I just want to know, why is that not in a movie theater? That would definitely hit in a movie theater. We need like, that's the type of shit I like to see, like sci-fi comedy hood movie. That shit, it was different, but it was good, man. Like for real. This is like
No, I really like that movie. I thought it was pretty good.
I know
Jamie
Foxx
Foxx always
funny
delivers.
as hell, always delivers.
John Boyega is a hell of an actor.
Shout out to my baby mama Tiana Paris.
Tiana Paris is amazing.
She's amazing. Yeah.
If anybody don't know who Tiana Paris is, I don't know if you watched
Survivor's Remorse.
Survivor's Remorse or
WandaVision.
WandaVision. She was what's her name in WandaVision? What did she turn into? What's her actual like superhero name?
Monica Rambeau.
Yeah, Supernova, something like that.
She's on this
Yeah, she was the black chick that ended up getting powers
Yeah,
in that.
who infiltrated from. She was part of what? She wasn't part of S.H.I.E.L.D., wasn't she?
It was called, what was the other?
Sword.
It was-
Was it Sword?
Sword, yes.
Yeah.
That's what it was called, Sword.
Yeah, she was part of Sword, yeah. So, shout out to her. Shout out to the creators behind this movie, man. They really did it. Like, I really like the effect of it, how, I guess you'd say the filter they used. You can't tell what time period the movie was in, period, for real. Like, between
It
the
was
phones.
weird, right? Because it's like, you think it was old, but then you would see like a brand new car. or brand new technology.
You
You
see
like
Beyonce post in the background.
right? You're like, what the hell? What year is we in right
It's
now?
funny. You see something so racing though, but then somebody had to raise their cell phone like what?
Right.
Man, shout out to this movie, man.
One of my favorite parts was when Tyrone shows up. I don't want to give away spoilers, but
At the
Tyrone
end?
shows up. No, the first time he shows up after you know what supposedly happened.
Oh yeah.
And he shows up at Jamie Foxx's house. His
Asking
character's
for
house.
money.
Asked him for money. He's like, do you know what happened to you?
You're right.
It did. He like goes to the. He's like freaking out, like in like this panic, basically.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell's happening? He goes to the refrigerator. He picks up the juice, and he's like, ain't no juice in this shit. Throw it away! And he like throws it hard as hell. And me and T just look at each other and start dying because if you have kids, you know the pain of going to the refrigerator. It is empty. Like, dude, throw it away. The trash can right there. That just was so funny to me, dude. Like, Jamie Foxx just killed it all around, like he always does. But
he's hilarious in that movie.
Yeah,
he has so many lines. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but he has so many just like little one-liners. It's just as funny as hell. Jamie Foxx.
But yeah, we need more movies like that.
Yeah, just diverse. Diverse movies.
What's next up?
That's what we got. So, more of the story, John.
Man, more of the story. I'm gonna try to go another way because I preach the same thing every single time here about togetherness and you know what I'm saying, unity and. But more of the story. Let's keep hip hop music going strong. Let's keep our culture in general going strong. Let's elevate, evolve, and let's make some badass music, y'all. And some stuff that we can get through people through hard times, man, when you don't even know you need it. So all my artists out there, man, don't give up on your dreams. Keep working. It's easier than ever right now to get your content out there. If you got good music or you got any kind of talent, man, put it out there, man. Go for it. Go 100% after it, and you know, help the world out, man. Use your talent. It was God given. It's the reason why you got it.
Joe, more of the story.
I got hiccups.
Holla if you hear them.
Moral of the story
In
for
the
me:
trial.
Black lives still hiccups. Black lives still matter. Let's continue to be the best version of us that we can be.
More of the story for me, man. Stop letting this celebrity drama dictate the way
You live life.
we live life, basically. Stop, bro. Just live your own life. Go outside and touch grass, you know. Honestly.
Take your shoes and socks off. Actually touch the grass.
Black responsibly, guys.